today I'm going to continue to talk about people on the earth, but specifically about urban land use. Now, in an urban area, this is generally where our cities are. So the cities have a higher population, more dense population, so a large group of people in a smaller area. Cities use our resources quickly. The natural resources are often used up very quickly, the living space is used up very quickly, and that's how cities begin to grow through urban sprawl. And the urban land use, it changes the ecosystem forever. If we use downtown Toronto as an example, the original earth, the original land formations, the natural resources that were once there have been completely altered and we're not able to get them back to their original state. This is a breakdown of generally how urban land is used, what it's used for. So 40% is for residential, 32% is for transportation, 10% for institutions, 7% for open space, 6% for industrial, and 5% for commercial. I'll explain these on the next slide. So residential, which makes up 40% of land use, is where people live. So homes. Commercial, which takes up 5% of our land use, is anywhere where goods and services are sold. So a store, anywhere that you can go in and purchase something or ask for a service, that is all considered commercial. Industrial is where the things are made, so large factories or industrial parks. Any of those areas where you notice several factories or warehouses, those big buildings, that they take up an entire street, that would be an industrial park. And they take up 6%. Open space and recreation, which takes up 7%, is cemeteries and parks. Now cemeteries take up a huge space and they have very limited use. Parks, again, it's a big area and it's a public space and it's where we find that balance between sort of the urban, the city, and the environment. Institutions, these are public buildings like schools, hospitals, government offices, and they take up 10%. And transportation, which is literally roadways, parking lots, airports, bus stations, anything that is connected to how we move within our community. That falls under transportation. And this takes up 32% of our urban land use. Now sometimes in an urban area there will be land use conflicts where not all of these land uses, they not all fit together. For example, a popular store on a busy road. If we think about, sometimes there's a Tim Hortons on a corner and it blocks traffic at certain times of the day. So that's not a good use of, that's not a good partnership in land use. Or schools near a busy highway. You can't have little kids going out for recess next to cars that are going 120 and 130 kilometers an hour. That's why we have official plans and zoning bylaws. Official plans are a government's way of planning for the most efficient use of the resources, and the laws are what enforce that original plan.